All right, let's see if we can do this real quick here. So I'll go ahead and review some of the issues we were having, going from changing our gate and then having this issue with our update slowing down. And what's happening here? Let's go ahead and exit this out. We're gonna open up everything, all the relevant information. So third person blueprint. Let's get that open. Okay. Let's open our animation blueprints. You can hit space as well after you click the item. So I can click, hit space, and it opens. Great, so we have everything open here. So what is happening? So our character movement component, okay, this is what's gathering all of our information for, let's say, walking. This is being updated to our gait. Now, our gait is an enumeration that is found in our third-person blueprints. Our gait is our enumeration here for walking and jogging. Likewise, this is being mapped to our different settings. These here can be found in the character movement component. However, they are being updated via a function in our blueprint third-person character, ingeniously set up by Ethan. So you have our gait, which is the previous and the current that is being mapped here in the gait settings. It is being mapped to have the overridden information, overridden variables from the character movement component. So that way, anytime we're calling the gait settings, or the current gait, it will hold on, and the previous gait will hold on to these struct information. You can find an example of this in the relevant stop layer locomotion. You can find that in AVP locomotion layers, and our update stop anims. Sorry, not our update stop anims. We'll go back. Our setup stop anims will have. Okay, what gait are we using? Okay, we're going to use the jogging gait. Excellent. Let's set the sequence for that, and let's move forward on that. Likewise, same is true for the walking, so we'll go back, and then we're going to open up our stop anims. And this here that we were seeing in our struct, okay, when we broke our struct down and we're setting our variables to have this, is now being represented from here. Actually, this is from our character movement. So we're going to set up this information as well as our velocity, and that's going to help set up our stop distance. So all this is going to be relevant to our stopping information as well as our distance curve. Okay, just want to make sure you have everything set up and that everything looks kind of cohesive to where we're at. It sounds like you're using UUS. If you're not using UUS, which I'm not, kind of wish I was now, let's just say the stop anims that I'm using. By the way, quick tip, if you want to open up multiple animations and not have to, like, what is it called? You know, have only one window open, you can hold shift and double click. If you don't do that, then what's going to happen is it's just going to open up, just a random tip. It's just going to open up the same window. It's going to open it in the same window. Maybe it's not that cool, but for me, this is awesome. And here you're going to have your distance modifier, and this was, again, promoted by Ethan as to add a modifier for the distance curve modifier. Find it, check out the relevant information. If we're stopping at the end, this is a stop. If we're not, maybe we're starting. So we want to make sure that we're, if it's a start anim, we want to make sure that we're not stopping at the end. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and exit this out because I already have my curve modifiers. How many control Z's does it take to get to the center of the moon? Okay, cool. We're going to close down this information and we're going to go back to our third-person character. And we're going to talk about this for 1 second. So we're going to get our walking. I'm just going to, just for sake, I'm a very visual person. What's happening is, let's go ahead and open this up one more time. Let me actually, let me move this to the side. Let's get our third-person character as well as here, and we'll go back and open this up. Okay, so what's happening is we're running, and then we change our gait. We're moving at a unit of 400. Okay, that's what I have mine set up to. Actually, let me show you that real quick. So my gait settings are currently set to 400 in total. Wow, because I have walk there. And everything. So if I were to say my variables and default values, jogging is 400 everything. Okay, so that's my jogging is set to 400 on my acceleration, my speed, my deceleration, and my walking is set to 200 for max speed, acceleration, deceleration. That is just for the sake of conversation and consistency to help convey the idea of what I'm talking about. So we'll open this back up. So again, we're jogging at a unit at 400 units, okay, at a rate of 400 units, and if we stop, we decelerate at a rate of 400 units. And again, what I will do is I'll go to my unarmed locomotion layer where we change our, let's see here, where we're changing our animations, and my run stop, I'm going to change to my walk stop. So that way you can kind of understand a little better what's going on here. You don't have to do this, it's just to convey the idea. So now if I stop while running, it'll be the walk animation. And already you can see that there's a discrepancy. However, you can see if I were to be at a rate of 400 units and stop at a deceleration with 400 units, okay, there's a slide. However, if I were to change my gait to walking and then stop, I have a deceleration rate of 200, so I slide much further. So that is our issue that we're going to talk about now. So with that being said, we can change all this information. Again, this is being mapped to our struct. Our gates are being mapped to our struct, so we can go ahead and say, okay, well, let me just do this off the bat. Let me just say, this is going to be a little crazy. I'm just going to throw a crazy number out there. So our braking, our deceleration factor to be, let me see, what was a good one? I wrote one down that I liked, because I'll be honest with you, it's going to be whatever you feel like. You know, it's depending on however fast your character is moving. You may not be moving at a rate of 400 jog speed or 200. Oh wow, that was crazy. Why did I do that? Okay, well, I guess maybe I was a little nuts. So I just threw this number way up high. So basically my character's stopping a lot faster now. Now, I actually kind of like that. If I were to say switch gates, okay, well, that's a little too fast, just so you can understand what I'm talking about here. So remember, we were at 200 before, okay, and we switched our gates and stops. We were at 200 before. Let me just give you a visualization of 400. Okay, this was our previous jogging stop. So right now we're moving at 400. We'll switch. It's better. It's better. It's about as good as it was when this was 400, when our jogging deceleration was 400. And that's because we set our run stop to be walk stop as far as animation is concerned. So one more time, this should be equal, though not looking good, just to convey the point. Our running stop is our walking stop. So these should be equal as they are. So now let's run this back up. Let's say 600, and likewise, I think I set this one to like 750 or 800. Let's check this out. Yeah, I mean things are looking pretty good. And now these are going to change from the distance curves on your movement, and these animations aren't even that seamless, I'll be honest with you. I'm finding, there's a lot of things you can blend together, and maybe say you want your walk speed to be higher, that's going to change, so like let's say I want 500, now my speed overall is going to be faster than it would be, and so my deceleration may need to be faster depending on what that is. And in order to make that look more fluid, you may need to go into your layers and say, okay, go into your locomotion layers and go into your cycle. If you do have stride warping enabled, I personally do not, because I'll show you real quick. My personal animations, they look kind of strange if I'm walking, they kind of like jitter a little bit. So if I were to take that off, yeah. So I mean, again, this is really how to solve this issue is with your gate settings. So I'll go ahead and plug in what I had set up a moment ago. And we'll just end it off there. It's going to change depending on whatever your... Oh, I wanted my acceleration to be faster. I don't like to wait for my acceleration, but 200, it's going to change depending on whatever you want. So play with it, have fun. Like that's why I'm here, just to play and have fun. Hopefully I can fix some issues I'm having with gates, but that's going to solve your issues. And I don't want to show you my left one. My left animation's kind of buggy. I think I need to change it to the... no, it's actually kind of good. I need to change it to I guess the finalization that Ethan just posted. Yeah, that's really how to solve that issue. It's just to play with your gate settings, and that's kind of the idea. hopefully I was able to convey the idea well enough. If you have any questions, please find me on Discord and just ask them. You know, if I'm not at work, I'm probably playing Unreal, trying to figure out how to fix my stop animations. If you have any ideas, I'm gonna talk about this later. Thank you guys, and have a great day.